Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, "What's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me?" Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away. So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to Zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15.
Never give up, fighting till the end, gotta get back up. No time for loss, fighting till the end no matter what the cost. Keep moving, gotta get back up. What? Keep moving, gotta get back up. Keep moving, gotta get back up. What? Keep moving, gotta get back up.
How are you? Come on in. Keep moving, got to get back up. Today, I'm going to chat a little bit about how you can start over again if that's something you feel like you need to do. And of course, this summer, I'm doing what I do every single summer, at least for the past 9 or 10 years, I think. It's been a while. Operation Reinvention. I'm running it myself, running within my Face Your Passion group as well. That's where it is this summer. What that means is there one thing you can do over the next 90 days between now and, say, Labor Day here in America at the end of summer? Is there one thing that you can not tweak a little bit, not do a little bit better, no, not lose 4 or 5 pounds, but change completely? Completely, totally change something about your life. Can you do it in the next 90 days? The answer is yes, you can. What would it be, though? I'll tell you what mine is, not today, but I will soon. I want to make sure I can verbalize it correctly for you, as not to sound silly. It is a Daily Boost podcast from motivationtomove.com. My name is Scott Smith. Good to have you here today. Thanks for stopping by. Cannot believe it's 18 years we've been doing this show every single day and reinventing constantly all the time. Are you doing that? I believe personally that you should be in a state of motivational bliss. It's not what you think, okay? Don't freak out about that. Scott, you're not talking about like always upbeat and smiling and happy all the time. Well, yeah, if you want to be. I love that. My wife is like that most of the time, unless I cause her some other state, and that happens regularly, trust me. But no, here is motivational bliss to me. You ready for it? And you can have this if you want to. You see, I don't like the word no. And it's not that I don't like the word no from other people. I don't like the word no from me. I love the word possibility. I love to be able to know that I can do whatever I want to do. That if one day, no matter what happens, no matter where I am, no matter how good things are, how bad things are, it doesn't matter. I can just change. That I can just decide to explore the possibilities and become something else. I can be as low as possible. And we've all been in situations where you just, like business, right? Business can be tough sometimes. And sometimes you just, how am I going to get through this? How am I going to make this happen? You feel like, oh my God, this is And yet somehow deep inside, it's like, well, I can do it if I want to, so why not just do it? So to me, that's motivational bliss. If I could talk you into doing that, if I could talk you into believing that you always have the power and the control to do whatever you want to do, no matter what you think is in your way, it's always up to you. If I could get you to feel that way, so every single minute of the day, whenever you felt blocked, you just go, oh, that's okay. I can just do it anyway. That'd be a win for me. There's too many people feeling blocked. And I think a good part of my job is to help them get unblocked. And maybe I can help you do that today a little bit. Let's talk about some actions that you could take if you were forced to start over again. I will tell you this, a lot of people contact me and work with me, and one of the things they say, Scott, I just feel like I want to start over. And I'm thinking, why would you ever want to do that? I remember what it was like when I was, 15 or 25 or 35. I remember that. It was fun. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It was a good time, but it was hard. It's really hard. It's far easier to get older and get some wisdom in you and kind of know what's going on. The world is an easier place when you realize it's an evil place. It is. Well, it is. Mother Nature hangs out on planet Earth way too much, and it just has lots of issues. But man, it's beautiful at the same time. You live long enough, you figure that out. But what if you had to start over again, and you're starting where you are today? What would you do? Well, here's the number one thing I would do. And by the way, it is the hardest thing. Yep, going to start with the hard one. Get absolute clarity and focus. If you have to start over again, what one thing do you want to change about your life or your lifestyle? What do you want it to be? Absolute clarity, absolute focus. Now, a lot of times you don't get that absolute clarity and focus until you have to. You've been pushed in a corner. It's like, okay, I guess I got to. Guess I better make some more money this month. Boom, you go do it, right? Guess the taxes are due at midnight. Better get it done. Again, the hardest part of this whole equation is absolute clarity and focus. And I'll tell you this, it doesn't often happen overnight, although it does happen instantly. Sometimes you have to kind of work at it and push toward it and think about it and live it a little bit. And then suddenly, pow, something happens and there it is. But you can't change your life unless you know what it's going to be, right? Number two, I want you to confirm your why. Success and happiness is going to take time. And long-lasting success and happiness isn't guaranteed. So you got to have a strong why. That's how you're going to persevere. So say you're unhappy in a marriage and you've decided, I'm done. Absolute clarity and focus, that's it. Even if you're saying, I don't know what I want, but I know I don't want that. You better have a strong why. Because your boat's going to get rocked. It's going to get tough. And depending on your situation, it may be tough for years to come. You better know why you're doing it. Number three, got to clear the clutter. This is something I see happen all the time, and it slows people down. Once you know your clarity and your focus and you know why you're doing it, you got to clear the clutter. You can't move forward with the weight of your past on your shoulders. That could be debts. It could be bad relationships. It could be health issues. You got to fix them to move on. You got to deal with them. And I know it's a big, long list, but Scott, why can't I just go do the things I want to do? Well, certainly sometimes you can. There are certain things you can do. There's no doubt. We build foundations. One of the foundational parts of what I talk about all the time, the foundation here today, is to clear up some of the bad stuff. But that doesn't mean you can't be doing the foundational stuff on the other side of the bridge you're trying to build. You can change your whole life, but you got to deal with today. Way too many people come into my world and they're ready for change and they dive in. And a couple of months later, I recognize that they are so cluttered. They can't keep going. Some people come to me, they say they want to start a business. Tell me everything I need to hear. So let's go. Let's start doing it. Turns out every dime they were paying to start their business was on a credit card that was already almost maxed out. That's not how you start a business. You got to clear the clutter. Don't clear the clutter, you can't go anywhere. So you need your absolute clarity and focus. You need to know your why, and you need to be clutter-free. Seems so simple, doesn't it? I know it takes more time. I know you don't want to do that. You don't want to clean up the mess. And sometimes cleaning up a mess takes years and years and years. A couple of years ago, I was sitting in front of my CPA's office, and my wife had decided to get out of the alpaca business and sell the farm. Now, here I am, a guy that actually knows how to get out of things and to get into things pretty equally well. But my wife had decided to get off the farm, and it was a big deal. It was 12 acres with all kinds of stuff on it, tractors and everything. And I turned to him and I said, well, how do I start? Because it felt so big. It felt like I was sitting at the base of Mount Everest. He said, well, I guess you just start it, and every day just get rid of some of it. Just clean it up. Took about 9 months. Boom, out of there. And we made money too. It was awesome. So you get absolute clarity and focus. You confirm your why. You clear your clutter fast as you can. Number 4, take control of your time and your schedule. Everything you own doesn't matter. Your time is your most valuable asset. Don't squander it. Take control of your time. So much of what's going on with you right now is being controlled by somebody else. That might mean you get up early, might need to stay up late. I don't know what it is. Take control of it. Find a way to do it. If you don't take control of your schedule and your time, it's impossible for you to focus on what you need to do. You'll be focused on everything else around you. And the final one is one that I started talking about maybe 15 years ago. Because I'd heard for my whole entire life, maybe you've heard it too. I think Tony Robbins said it first. You got to take massive action. He's right. He's right. But the problem is massive action makes a mess, doesn't it? You ever notice that? But that's how you do it. You go make a mess. I talk to salespeople all the time, business people all the time. We're trying to build these things up. People make more money. The problem is as soon as you take massive action and you start making more money, you create massive mess. It just happens. And if you create enough massive mess, and certainly if you don't have clarity, focus, you don't know your why, you haven't cleared the clutter, you have no control of your time. When you make a massive mess, it can stop you in your tracks. There's nothing more demotivating than making more of a mess than you already have. So what I did a long time ago was I just kind of changed my way of thinking about it. I accepted the fact that I was going to make a mess. That no matter what I did, I was going to make a mess because that's the way life happens when you start moving forward. When you have your clarity, when you know your why, when the clutter is gone, you got control, it's time to take massive imperfect action. Make a mess. Notice results. Clean it up. Make a mess. Make a mess. Make a mess. Don't be perfect. Don't worry about it. Just get off your butt and go after it and go do it. If you need to start over, why take 5 years to do it if you can do it in 30 days? You can. You got to clarity and focus. You got to know why. You have to clear your clutter. You have to control your time. And you got to take massive and perfect action until you get the momentum you need to make the change you want to make. If you do that, everything changes fast. If not, the weekend will be here. You're going out having a good time. Monday's going to roll around. It's another week. You listen to another podcast on a Monday. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got to take some action. Massive, imperfect action. That's what Scott said. This week, I'm going to do it. Okay. It's up to you. It's not about learning more, guys. It's about taking control. You already know how to do that. See you tomorrow.
Keep moving.